Hey guys, LTY here, and today I'm going to be doing another story video of something that happened to me. And this story is going to be about a woman called the Woman in White, and I'm pretty sure all of you have heard about the Woman in Black, but this happened before that I ever knew what that was, and me and my friend just called her the Woman in White because she was a woman wearing white. And let's get into the story. Basically, me and my friends, every single Friday after our school week had finished, we were about maybe 12, would go to the local park, and it's a huge field, and we just sit and mess about and play around and play football and stuff. And it got really late one night, and it was probably like 8 o'clock, but for us it was pretty late and it was getting dark, and we all went into the woods, which is right next to it, and just started messing about. And then we heard a scream come from the woods of, like, it sounded like an older girl was being attacked or something. So me and a couple of other friends went in because we were like, oh yeah, it can't be nothing, like it would just be something for us to actually try and help with. So we looked kind of cool in front of the girls. We went in the woods and we didn't see anything, and we were looking around for ages. We had all our torches from our phones, and the next thing we know, my friend's standing there just staring at a tree, and we were like, what are you staring at? He pointed his flashlight, and there was just a woman, like, just standing up against the tree, like she was hanging against it, like a squirrel would. She was hanging against the tree, and we were like, okay, seriously, what the fuck is that? And then we started all flashing our lights, and my friend decided to throw something, and the woman just turned round and just looked at us and screamed. We all, like, got really scared and ran away, and she just kind of took off. And she was wearing a white wedding dress with, like, really bloody, like, cut up feet, which were muddy. Her whole, like, everything on her was muddy and cut up. And my friend said they'd seen her before, because there's these really long set of steps that are like 300 steps long, and they lead down to the top of my village, like from the bottom of my village to the top. And they always used to see her there because it was connected to a woodland. When they'd walk up the stairs, they'd see her at the woods just staring, and that's where she got the Woman in White, because she was just always in white. And I didn't think anything of this. And then the next day, I was going to meet my friend at his house. So I live in the top of the village. I was going to walk down the steps. I got to the bottom, or like halfway down, and she was like standing there looking up at me at the bottom of the stairs. And I was like, oh crap, what's she want? But I didn't decide to walk down because I didn't really want to get confronted by a crazy lady, because I didn't know who she was and I couldn't see her face. She just looked really scary from the night before. So I decided to go the long way down a massive main road, and I got to the bottom where I could see the, like, entrance to the steps, and she was stood there still staring at me like she knew what I was doing. And I was so scared, so I went to go get my friends. Loads of us went to the stairs, and she wasn't there anymore, and we were all stood there, like, because we used to hang out there as well. We used to just kind of stand there just for no reason. We were talking, we were having a laugh, and then next thing we know, she's like, I can't explain it, like, there's a really long muddy pathway, and there's a massive torn down tree, and she just rose from the back of the tree, like, she was like, it was like she was sleeping on the floor, and she just, like, kind of stood up really scarily, like she was a ghost or something. And she's really pale as well. I'll try and find a picture that looks pretty similar to her and put it when I say the Woman in White, because it was actually the most scary thing I've ever seen. So me and my friends, we were all young, so we started running, like, because we were scared out of our minds. And then after that, I never really wanted to go back down that way, but I still do all the time. Like, I do a bit of training down there all the time, but I never see her anymore. But my friends still say to this day that they will see her, and they'll always walk the other way because they don't want to have to bump into her, because she's scary as hell. So I just make sure I don't see her. But I think she's either stalking. And another thing, I live next to a cemetery, and me and my friend had to jump the fence because we kicked our football over into the cemetery, and I saw her standing because there's like a house at the back of the cemetery that has, like, I don't even know what it has in it. It doesn't have any crypts or anything. It's just like a random house. And I saw her standing right at the end, just knocking on that door, like, of the house. And then, so my friend whistled like an idiot because he didn't know who she was, and she turned around and just screamed and ran away again. Like, but the scream is like, I can't explain it. It's not like a normal girly scream. It's scary. It's like a monster scream. Oh, I can't explain. But that's like one of the most scariest moments of my life. Like, scariest events of when the woman in white was kind of torturing me and kind of following me. She still follows my friends, but they don't really care anymore. They think it's just a bit of a funny joke, and they've recorded her before, and I'll try and get the footage of it if I can find the footage that they recorded, but if I can't, I'll just try and show you a picture of what she kind of looks like. But yeah, that's my story of the woman in white. So guys, if you enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe, and comment any other, like, if you'd like to hear any other stories, because I have probably hundreds of stories. I've got tons. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you later.